Hey everybody, how you doing? It's your buddy Uncle Bruce here. I thought I would make this quick little update video for you. It's pretty early for a lot of you out there, but
Thought
I
I would
wanted
make
to
this.
give you a heads up on what's been happening overnight with GameStop so that you're up to speed before we even get started this morning. I don't go on the air for another 3 hours. But here's the deal. Well, last night, I guess after the bell, the company made a statement through, I think, the SEC and a press release that they had fired their I believe it's their CEO, and they've graduated from within another employee to take the place. I think it might have been a CFO. But that's really not the big story. That could have been the big story, but oh no, there was more. Apparently, a memo has been circulated in the corporation, and now they had to admit to this memo that they are planning layoffs. Now, this is strange because the company just announced 2 days ago a 4-for-1 stock split. This is the kind of stuff you announce as a corporation when things are on the move, things are happening corporately, things are happening. Stock interest is high, and the brokerage community is coming to you saying, "Look, your stocks." Got quite a wide spread between bid and ask, but would be nice if you could do a stock split, increase liquidity. There's demand there. And if a company is on the right track corporately, what would the company do? They would, of course, talk about their accomplishments and their future plans, hopes, dreams, and aspirations. What you don't do is you don't announce a 4-for-1 stock split on one day, and then the next day you fire. You don't accept the resignation of. No, you can show the door to a top senior officer of the corporation. This is not how you're supposed to do it. And that doesn't give a lot of confidence to shareholders and outsiders thinking of becoming shareholders, which is what you want to always have happen. That people should be always wanting to be a shareholder of your company. Uh, Layoffs. This is the mystery question that we're going to be talking about all day today, and we're going to watch the stock to see how it reacts. So far, it's not reacting well. It's at 127 a share, down $8 from last night's close. It was down 120 to 127 last night, overnight as well. We've only had 10,000 trades so far this morning, but we're barely just opening the last half hour of the pre-market. Last night, over 500,000 traded. But it's a question of how many layoffs and who is being laid off and in what divisions are the layoffs coming, because the company has had a real focus here on moving into the NFT marketplace. They wanted to get into crypto type transactions. They wanted to do online type business. They spend a lot of money in different areas of online selling, crypto marketing, and exchange building, and they've hired a lot of software people. They've opened up offices across the U.S. in Seattle, Boston. They've got a new call center, customer care center in Florida. They have 2 new warehouses. They have spent a lot of money. And last quarter, they had over 130 million in losses, even though their sales were up a little bit. The question now is, well, if you're laying off people, then something isn't adding up. It's either you're scaling back your future expansion plans, you've canceled programs that you were going to get into, programs that you've launched aren't working out as planned and haven't caught the momentum that you thought they would catch, so you're going to scale back staff until it comes on. Or you've got cash problems. You've got a cash flow issue. You have a bleed issue where money is going out the door too fast to sustain a comfortable level of cash on hand. And so you're going to reduce cash flow out the door by letting go staff members and, rein things in. Well, how well does that work for stocks? Let's think about, I don't know, Peloton. Peloton shares just got crushed when the company began announcing selective layoffs and the holding back and the pulling back from plans expansion and so on. At least Peloton has been somewhat public about it. They've been coming to the market to talk about it. GameStop is a secretive company. It doesn't want to talk to the public. It likes to do things quietly, like Mr. Ryan Cohen. He doesn't make interviews. He doesn't do press releases. He's not generally quoted. Very private guy. Okay, great, fine. Be a private guy, but put someone in front of a camera, buddy, that will speak on your behalf and on behalf of the board of directors so that the public, your shareholders, have a clue as to what it is you're thinking about and what's going on over there. Because right now the shares are at 126 and we're down $9 on the session in the pre-market. How low can the shares go today on this uncertainty and all of this, what I think is going to happen? A lot of rumor mill talk is going to happen. The Wall Street Bets guys, the others, all the blogs, vlogs, you name it. There will be no good news coming for GameStop shareholders from anywhere in the world today. And anyone out there who hates GameStop, especially a lot of these analysts and Wall Street guys and the die-hard Wall Street media that just doesn't care about this company, these guys are going to be all over GameStop. They're going to cover GameStop like they never covered it before because they don't want to cover GameStop for any good things. They only want to cover it as a bad news stock. So the question is, will the shares reach 120 today? Will they reach 115? Will they reach the low of a day and a half ago of 113? Will they go down to 110? Could they hit 100 today? These are questions we don't have answers for. The only answer I can give you is as of right now, which is 11:31 Zermatt, Switzerland time, because that's where I am. We don't start trading the New York Stock Exchange till 3:30 Zermatt time. So there's 4 hours before the opening. We're down $9.12 right now to $126 a share on a volume of 12,000 shares in the pre-market, really early with most of America sleeping. This is going to wake up a lot of people in the next few hours. This stock is going to be in the front of people's faces, whether they like it or not. And now we're at 125.70. If you have been a writer of option contracts on GameStop, I've got good news. Anyone who wrote options yesterday, these options are falling in value. There's no question about it. They're going to continue to fall in value the more the stock drops. The question is, what is the drop level of GameStop going to be today? Is it going to be a very volatile down dip? Is it going to be a steady down dip? Is it just going to be a grind? Or is it going to be a sudden drop and another grind and another sudden drop? Are there going to be any bargain sessions coming through here? I don't know. GameStop is unlike 99.99% of the markets out there because the shareholders of GameStop are predominantly retail investors. Retail investors are unlike institutions. They are much more loyal, they're much more patient, and they're not as quick. Whereas the institutional shareholders and professional traders are ruthless and are instantaneous. Shoot now, ask questions later. Oh, they're dead. Too bad. We'll ask somebody else. That is the way it is in the markets on most other stocks. This stock could have a sudden drop, a grind for a while, another drop, a grind, another drop. We could have a rally. We could have another grind. I just don't know. So I invite you to join me today at 8:30 Eastern time. I'll be live 1 hour before we open, in and through the opening, and we'll see how things go. Remember, today is Friday. It's July the 8th. It's expiry day, options expiry day today, July the 8th, Friday. There's a lot of pressure on all kinds of stocks with regards to where are they going to close tonight at the bell with regards to what options that are out there are in the money and what options out there are out of the money. And here we are at 125.81 on the stock, down 970 a share now to 125.42 coming in. And it could go well under 120 today, even under 110, taking a lot of call options that were in the money last night from 110 all the way up to 130, whatever, 135. They were all in the money. Now from 126 down, up, they're all out of the money. And as lower the stock goes, more contracts will be out of the money. This is going to be a most interesting day, to say the least. There you have it. There's my little rant here. We're trying to read between the lines as to what's going on because we have to read between the lines. GameStop does not give us the kind of meat on the bones that we can really get into, and there is no company spokesman that will stand up and talk to a camera and answer live questions about what's going on with anyone else. And this is why GameStop shares are an anomaly. They're a mystery. They're a one-off, and we're kind of on our own to try to figure it out. So I'll be here. It is 11:35 in Zermatt, and those of you who are gold members of this channel, I will be doing a pre-show for you before 8:30 Eastern time. Then I'll be on the air at 8:30 Eastern time for all of you out there if you'd like to join us, and we'll see how things progress today. All right, there it is. That's my little presentation this morning, really early. Sorry to wake you. 125.42 on GameStop, down 970 a share. Option writers, you're going to have a good day because your options are going to be a lot cheaper this morning. The question is, what's the fallout of the stock and how do we progress from here? And that's why I invite you to join me later. Okay, guys, thank you for tolerating this quick little hi. How are you? And we'll see you at 8:30 Eastern, except for Gold Bagel members. I'll see you before then. One of the privileges being a member of this channel. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Bye.